Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Demond in the building, man. What's popping? What y'all here to give you my thoughts on the Zachary Risachere trade for Dort and Ryan Nimrod. Um, let's get started, man. I'm just gonna get into it. You feel me? But what's good? I'm Demond. Welcome to the channel. We Talk Hawks, that a fan channel for fans of the Atlanta Hawks. Today, let's discuss one of the most uh polarized, not a polarizing, but kind of off guard moves of the off season. The Atlanta Hawks. We are moving on from former number one pick Zachary Risachere. We sent him to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luke Dort and Ryan Nimrod coming from OKC in Dallas. This is a deal that hits every part of team building, offense, defense, development, salary cap. So let's discuss, what we got going on here. Feel me? Okay. Let's start with the big picture. Okay. Zach, some people, including myself, thought he was going to be one of the franchise's cornerstones to build with. After 2 seasons, I guess the Atlanta Hawks figured that the production didn't match the draft pedigree. However, how you want to view it, everybody got different ways of viewing Zachary Says 2 years in Atlanta. He averaged 9.6 points, 3.8 rebounds last season, which to me was solid. Not star level, obviously, but I think it's solid considering he was just sitting in the corner, not involved in most of the actions on the offense, and still found a way to average 10 points a night. And I mean, he was averaging 10 points all the way up until pretty much he got benched after the CJ McCollum Trae Young move, right? And we saw his role shrink to almost nothing, mainly cleanup duties, mop up minutes in the playoffs, right? Meanwhile, the Hawks are in a funny predicament, right? Are you trying to win now around Jalen Johnson with a revamped defensive core, right? I mean, consider you flip Zach for two players who could help the team immediately, with Luke Dort being an all NBA defensive first team wing and Ryan Nimrod being a young playmaking guard, right? All right, let's talk some positives here, right? Let's talk some positives, right? Elite defensive upgrade, no doubt. Let's be clear. Luke Dort, one of the best premier defenders in the NBA, averaged 8 points, he 3 rebounds. Well, let's call it 4 rebounds. Brings all defensive first team credentials. Brings championship pedigree. Brings I like to call it championship pedigree out the mud, because he was with OKC from the beginning. So he's seen that whole team get built up from the ground up. And listen, his impact, mainly not a box score guy, is about the matchups. Dort consistently grades out as one of the league's top stoppers and points allowed per possession. I mean, nobody denies that. He gives us a three-headed defensive monster attack with Dyson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. This instantly fixes one of our biggest playoff weaknesses, was getting torched on the perimeter, right? Which is kind of crazy since you had Nah and Dyson out there, and we still was getting lit by by the perimeter players of the Knicks in that first round. Which, I mean, it's kind of not fair to say that, because they a better team. They were just a better team than us from jump. You feel me? Ryan Nimrod adds playmaking depth. He averaged 6 points, 5 assists last year playing under Jason Kidd. He broke the Mavericks assist record with 23 assists in a game. I doubt that's going to happen here unless these boys turn into some sharpshooters, right? But here's the problem, guys. He 5'11". Listen. At 5'11", he is shorter than Trae Young. So if you was upset about having Trae Young on the Atlanta Hawks due to him being a shorter guard, I shouldn't be hearing no hype behind Nimrod when he's shorter, right? But he's a point guard that can stabilize your offense. But then, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think Nimrod really going to play because that's why we just drafted Kinston Flemings, 8th overall, right? You would think Kinston Flemings would be the one to shore up the second unit, and Nimrod will back him up. Maybe he has a rough start to the season. You are that now. You got Nimrod who can come in, but I'm expecting Kingston Fleming to eat a majority of those minutes. Right now, salary cap flexibility, man. This is where the trade gets a little bit interesting, right? Dort is expiring at 17 million. OKC opted in on his contract, and so they wouldn't lose him for nothing, right? So they allow him to get his money, and they went ahead and moved on from him, right? I'm sure that was already discussed before the trade. I'm sure Lou Dort is not shocked that he got moved. I'm sure that Sam Presti and them over there, they talked that through, let him know what the steps was going to be, but they did him a solid, made sure he got his money right. Zach was going to make 13 million this year. Let's call it 14. Nimrod at 21, meaning we added about $6 million to the cap sheet, right? But now we don't have to worry about, are we going to extend Zach, give him that qualifying offer? Now we don't have to worry about that. Here's the kicker, though. We are projected to have over $40 million in cap space next summer, okay? Giving us a chance to chase a star. Here's another kicker. Next summer, we will have control of all of our draft picks. After the 27 draft, we will control all our draft picks. So, honestly, like you see under my name, I've been saying trust Ansi. It's a method to his madness right now. A lot of us fans are not excited about the upcoming season, but at least we got something to look forward to next year. We understand a certain steps that he's gonna have to take in order for us to recover from the Landry Fields era, the DeJounte Murray trade, which finally ends this summer coming up 27 when the Spurs get our pick. We're done with that, right? The negatives. Okay, let's talk about the negatives. Zach's only 21. He was all rookie first team. He still has upside. He probably sitting somewhere now with shoes on. He probably 6'10". He's going to be a 6'10" wing with shooting and defensive skills, right? If he develops in Dallas next to Cooper Flag, this could be another blown draft development by the Atlanta Hawks. We are known to draft guys, not do nothing with them. They go somewhere else and be better, okay? Hopefully he don't end up like the other French dude we drafted who left, end up going to Phoenix, end up going to the Spurs, becoming a champion with San Antonio. Look him up if you don't know who I'm talking about, right? All right. Limited offensive upgrade. Bruh, you're going to have, as much as they talk about the defense of Dyson and Dort, you ain't getting no production from them offensively. They are two guys that are easily defended. There are guys who get left open at the 3-point line. Dyson Daniels was 18% last year on wide open threes. Lou Dort shot 38% from the freaking field last year. From the field. That's only 4% better than what he shot from three. He is a low usage offensive player. Let me tell you something. Teams do not game plan to stop Lou Dort when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Nimrod is going to need help with playmaking. He's not a scorer neither. So offensively, we did not get better. Okay, that's not even up for debate, right? Dort contract expired after the season. If he walks, that means we basically traded the number one pick for a year of defense and a backup point guard. So, like, you almost put yourself in a bad position if Dort does not pan out, whether it's he just not good, he's falling off. I personally believe that Oklahoma City really traded him because they are some Bill Belichick type stuff. You get rid of players a year or two before they drop off, and now because, hey, if Lou Dort was a major piece on Oklahoma City, they would have found a way to keep him. They decide to let him leave. Why? Because they got cheaper and better options coming up behind them. So they basically trying to get something before Lou Dort fall off. I mean, I don't know how much he's gonna fall off because he's not even a good offensive player. So as long as he can defend, we good. I mean, but offensively, we're not good. We did not get better offensively. Okay, on the court fit, defensively, massive upgrade. Massive upgrade with Lou Dort, Daniels, Nah. We can throw 3 switchable physical defenders at elite wings. We can stagger them. We can pair them. You can unleash them all 3 at once because you know Quinn love running 3 and 4 guards anyway. This gives us playoff level defensive versatility that we didn't have with Zach. Even though I was on the side of I seen Zach getting better defensively. I seen it. You know, I watch all the games, but I mean, I guess Ansi was like, "Hey, man, we ain't got time for it." So, boom, offensive, we're not transformational. Offensively, the biggest improvement is actually structure. Nimrod's passing stabilizes the second unit, but I don't think he's going to play that many minutes. That should be Kinston Flemings. Okay. Dort catch and shoot ability, but bruh, teams will let Lou Dort shoot that 3. Lou Dort and Dyson Daniels, killer defensive duo, but teams will let them shoot until they make them. You know what I'm saying? So final grade, did the Hawks win the trade? In a short term, you could say yes. We got tougher. We got more discipline. We more playoff ready. Dort immediately raises our defensive ceiling, right? Nimrod / I'm gonna say / Flemings because I mean I got Flem playing in front of Nimrod, gives us a real reliable backup point guard. Long term, meaning 2 to 5 years from now, depends on Zach. If he becomes a high level 2-way wing in Dallas, we really F this up by selling low. But if he remains just a low of average or below average role player, we made the right choice. You feel me? So this is just an NBA classic trade, guys. One team betting on development, one team betting on certainty. You feel me? So, hey, let me know in the comments, did we make the right move? Would you would have held on to Risachere, say, do you think Dort's defensive impact is worth it? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hype the video. Tap in with your boy, man. Y'all know how we do over here. Y'all know how we get down over here, man. It's your boy, Damon. I'm out. Let me know how y'all feeling. Peace.